For generations, the village at the foot of the mountains lived in fear of the cave. Whispers filled the air, stories of a demon lurking within, waiting for foolish souls who dared to enter after nightfall. Those who went in never returned. Some dismissed it as myth, but others swore by the warnings. Now a challenge was set. One brave soul needed to enter the cave and prove that nothing lurked inside. A man stepped forward. His name was Marek, young, reckless, and eager to silence the fear gripping the village. He took the wooden stake, his proof of courage, and swore he would return before dawn. The villagers watched as he donned his long cloak, a nervous smirk on his face. But beneath the bravado, Marek's hands trembled. As Marek walked the winding path toward the cave, the night air thickened. The wind howled through the trees, carrying whispers that sent shivers down his spine. Shadows moved along the path, but he told himself it was only his imagination. Each step forward felt heavier than the last. Marek reached the cave. The darkness inside was absolute, swallowing his torch's light. The air smelled of damp stone and something else. Something rotten. He hesitated. His mission was simple: drive the stake into the ground and leave. Yet, standing at the threshold, he felt like the cave itself was watching him. His hands shook as he raised the stake. He drove it into the dirt with force, the echo of the impact swallowed by the cave's vast emptiness. The task was done. Marek exhaled sharply, a nervous laugh escaping his lips. He had done it. He turned, eager to run back to safety, but the moment he tried to move, he couldn't. Panic surged. Something had grabbed him. His breath hitched as he struggled, heart pounding. He yanked hard, but the force held firm. A scream caught in his throat. Then, realization struck. His cloak. The stake had pinned it to the ground, but his mind, consumed by fear, refused to accept logic. Marek's body locked up. His breath came in ragged gasps. His heart raced, hammering wildly, then stopped. Fear consumed him before reason could. He fell limp, his lifeless eyes staring into the abyss of the cave. The night swallowed his final breath. Dawn arrived. When Marek didn't return, the villagers gathered, murmuring nervously. A group of men took up torches and made their way to the cave. They called his name. No answer. Then, they saw him. His body slumped on the ground, stake standing as his silent tombstone. As they examined Marek's body, the truth unfolded. His cloak had been pierced by the stake. That was it. No claw marks, no signs of a struggle, nothing but fear. The villagers whispered among themselves. Had their terror killed him? Or had something in the cave made him believe it had? The villagers left the cave, telling themselves it was over. But as they walked away, an unsettling thought gripped them. If nothing was in the cave, why had Marek been so afraid? Why had he been convinced something was holding him? And as they left, deep within the cave's darkness, something moved.